What's up, guys? Welcome back. Today we're going to be doing another pomade review straight from California. This pomade comes from San Diego, and that's going to be Haircraft Company. As you guys see, a little bit of change of scenery just because I'm currently on the road right now, but we still wanted to get you guys content out this week. So bear with me. This isn't going to be like the lush green room that you guys currently see, but gotta make do. Alright, so first we're going to start with the Haircraft Company's clay pomade. After that, we're going to move on to their men's pomade, which is like their original pomade. So as you guys know, my preference has been lately a lot of clay pomades just because of its like versatility, the amount of hold and control that it kind of has for my type of hair. I typically don't really care too much about how slick a product can get just because my hair tends to wave out of that slickness anyways. So with clays, I tend to get that flexibility as well as like that control to get a fairly relaxed look, very convenient, very easy to manage. So let's go ahead and test this clay pomade from Haircraft Company and see how it does for me. And then we're just gonna be doing the usual. Go over the design of the jar, how it applies, and then how it endures throughout the day and my final thoughts. So let's get straight to it. Alright, so when you guys receive the actual pomade itself, it's going to come in a cardboard box. Opening it, that's where obviously the jar is going to be. You're going to get a 2.8 ounce jar, which is typically a little bit larger than the 2 ounce that you get with a lot of other, I guess, clay pomades. Judging the actual design of the jar, pretty basic, red and black. You can't really go wrong with that. But plastic lid, plastic body. Again, there's a lot of small text. I'm not gonna even bother reading that, but you have your directions, your ingredients, the barcode, and then obviously the, what do you call it? The labeling of the actual company and what the product is. Let's go ahead and look at what's inside. So inside, you're basically gonna get like a crazy looking, I'd say like more waxy than clay, but it feels like right in the middle between a wax and a clay. So it's very smooth and buttery, but at the same time you get this like semi grittiness. So let's go ahead and see how that applies to the hair. So looking at the website, you're gonna get the specs of what the product can actually do. You have 3 ounce jar, all day medium hold, clay, earth based. Recommended hair types: short, thin, thick, straight, curly, and wavy. Basically every kind of hair. And then the cool thing is that they actually recommend different hairstyles that you can kind of achieve with this, which is the messy and natural look, the natural comb over, and then it's reworkable throughout the day. So let's go ahead and test all that, starting with the initial application process and styling process. So as you guys saw earlier, scooping it out, you're going to get like a pretty smooth consistency from the actual product itself. With that, it's going to be a little bit, I wouldn't even say it's gritty, it's just like a little bit drier than what we kind of experience with most waxes. Spread it around the palms, a little bit of resistance, but just put some elbow grease in that. So I didn't really comment on the smell. It's nothing overpowering, so didn't really cross my mind, but kind of smells like bubblegum. Not like the cotton candy bubblegum, but like, what was it? What's that yellow bubblegum? It's not double mint. Damn, I'm blanking out. But if you guys remember, it came in yellow, minty fresh, whatever. But definitely reminds me of bubblegum. Nothing too overpowering or too sweet. Just right in the middle of like, if someone was chewing gum maybe like 5 feet away, that's the kind of scent that you're gonna get. Whew. Application process so far, not so bad. My hair is pretty dry at this point, so there's a little bit of tugging, a little bit of strays, or not strays, loose strands of hair being pulled out, but that's just natural. You guys probably gonna have to wash your hands after applying, just because the pomade itself is pretty dark. you're gonna have a little bit of residue sticking. So usually I like just wipe it on a towel, but this time I probably have to use soap. Application process, kind of dry. It's gonna hurt a little bit, so just a heads up, guys. I don't even have a towel. So we have to test that. It's more of like a natural kind of styling product. Took out the comb just to see. Let's see. Yeah, it's gonna be a super dry application process. If you guys want to kind of make it easier, again, use a blow dryer or start with your hair mildly, like not damp, but just like towel dried and not too wet. So let's go ahead and just do a natural kind of, not even a comb over, just like a semi slick back. Let's see how this looks. So it's definitely a matte product. There's a light right overhead and you can't really see that, it's like gleaming off. So I'm basically using my phone as like a mirror. So you guys can see, fairly loose hold, no slickness, can be really achieved from this product. But, ooh, that's messy right there. So, let's see. Dang, the texture is nice though. So, let's see how am I gonna do this. Balancing my phone on my knee. Maybe I'll use a comb on this side just to clean things up a little bit. Perfecto. Pull things down. So I do get like a, I wouldn't even say it's a medium hold, it's pretty solid in terms of strong. But it's cool that it's still like pretty flexible in terms of like what kind of style you can achieve. It's holding everything down pretty well. But in general, the slickness is not going to be there. Loving the texture from what I can achieve. Alright, the right side looks pretty damn nice. Overall, it's pretty good so far. So, it's pretty strong of a hold. Kind of bubble gummy kind of scent. And then no shine. So far, it lives up to what's advertised to be. Let's go ahead and get throughout the day and we'll see how it kind of endures. Alright, I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright, what's up guys? Let's go ahead and wrap up this review. Overall, product lasted pretty much all day. Initial application process, you essentially get what you got in the beginning. With most clays, I think that's pretty standard and consistent. Control, hold, strong to like medium. There's a pretty good amount of control that you kind of have throughout the day to like restyle. I'd say restyling it's like not an issue at all. It might feel a little bit dry, but for me with more dryness it just has like a little bit of more control, and I don't know, it just looks more natural if it's like a little bit more dry than like if it's a lot waxier, because then your hair kind of gets weighed down. This, I feel like it's pretty light on the hair, so overall I really like this product. You get the bang for your buck. It's like 10 or 12 bucks for a 3-ounce jar. For me, this probably lasts like 2-3 months, especially if I like don't shampoo consistently every day. Probably like use a dime like worth of like product every time. So overall, Haircraft Company, straight from San Diego, is pretty nice. Probably head down there and get some, what's it called, tacos El Gordo, dude. That's like the main thing I think about when I think about San Diego at this point. But we're gonna be trying their what do you call it, their original pomade, or like I believe it's just like their Haircraft Company pomade, which is again the original. I believe it's like a matte cream or matte paste. So stay tuned. See you guys next time.